Hello, I am Areima, and this is God of Weapons. I have watched a little bit of content on this because I was kind of waffling on this one, going back and forth. Some of the initial content I saw from some other people kind of showed this one as being there's some ups and some downs, and I really wasn't convinced one way or another which way I was going to go. But having seen a bunch of people play through just the beginnings of this game, it seems like there's a lot to unlock, and it seems like there's a lot to do, and it seems like it might be difficult enough to give us a run for our money, but probably not the first run. So the first run is just going to be us learning the ropes, and we'll see what happens. But this is basically Brotato meets Backpack Hero for people who are not aware of what this is. And it's in kind of the Brotato survivor-like situation. Looks like I get to choose between 3 starting characters. We get the Knight, the Raven, and the Hunter. The Hunter is pure range. Not really my thing. Increase damage for every weapon in inventory and start with an extra dagger. Or... yeah, sure, we'll go with the rogue, starting off. So we can start with an ebony dagger, a bandolier, which gives the weapons the sharp tag. Fantastic if I knew what that was. Or... Calamity 1. Oh, okay. I see. I get to choose all 3 of these. So it looks like there's going to be 5 Calamity levels. So we're only on Calamity 1 right now. So I was legitimately not understanding this UI. So I have to choose my weapon, then my item, then my difficulty. Oh my gosh. Sickle has life stealing. What's the high damage thing? Oh, I can start with a question mark. Oh no, it's locked. These all have the same crit chance. +1 damage every 20 kills. Oh, yeah, let's go with the starting dagger. And then we can only start with the bandolier because the others are question marks. Adjacent weapons gain the sharp tag. Hopefully I'll learn what that means later. And then looks like it's WASD. And we do have a dash, so we do have some interaction. Monolith of Wish. So this is how to unlock characters. Ooh, parasitic. Have 60% life leech. Hold on. Can we change our starting loadout real quick? Because I kind of want to unlock that. Hold on. Let's change character. And then change back again immediately. Okay, so we're going to choose the rogue. And we're going to choose the sickle. Because we want to try and get... how much life leech was this? We want 60% life leech. Okay. So this is very Brotato, let's say. Which is not a bad thing. Brotato is easily one of the best of these games. Okay. Immediate question. Can I aim? No. Oh, wait. Here we go. Manual. Thank goodness. So if I aim down here... if I aimed up here, I will... okay, so it's kind of like a pseudo aim. I think there's an arc to it, but being able to aim makes me feel better about the game. I like interaction. Okay, and then okay, attack speed if not moving. Again, we're looking for lifesteal whenever possible. Can we see what these things do? It says sharp and agile, but I don't know what sharp or agile mean. Well, I mean, I assume they're like set bonuses. If we wanted that, we would have to... trying to wrap my brain around how we would fit that in. Probably want this and this. And then, yeah, that'll fit at this point, I think. Just in case, we'll grab this one. Wow, we leveled up a bunch. Okay, we'll grab that. How much money do we have? Where's our money? It's up there. Okay. We don't have enough money to grab anything else. Okay, here we go. Now it'll show me my freaking bonuses. Why doesn't it show me the bonuses in the shop? I have to already buy the... Okay, that's fine. So sharp is crit chance, agile is dodge chance. So we want multiple things with life stealing on it. Adjacent weapons gets the sharp tag. This guy already has the sharp tag, so he doesn't need it. There's a little bit of a stickiness. Wait, how do I... Here we go. So I can right-click on things. Okay. Can I right-click? Right-clicking locks. Okay. Learning the game. Learning the game. Swift was what? Well, I don't have Swift, so I don't know what Swift does. I'm going to assume that Swift gives attack speed. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and go to the next floor for now. Again, we're looking for Lifesteal, which means that we need multiples of these sickles, it looks like. Wait, do I miss sometimes? Not sure. The music is making me think of Jumanji for some reason. Is there iframes? That's another good question. Do I want any of these things? I'm not going to end up wanting these things. Oh, I can reroll. Oh, I thought that was going to reroll my shop. Well, okay. We'll just grab some generic slots because I would have preferred to know what I'm putting in, but we'll go ahead and reroll the shop here. Perfect. We want another sickle. I can't buy it. Oh, I think it's not letting me buy it because it currently won't fit. If we put this up here, we make ourselves a lot more room. There we go. Now it'll let me buy it. Dust spinners, luck. Ebony is swift. Can we reroll again? When consumed, oh, it's consumable. Okay. 5% more enemies. And that's floor. Roll again. Ooh, another sickle. Yeah, I think I actually am going to just sell this. This is really not the ideal way to put sickles on this mat. So we're going to idealize our sickles real quick so that we can fit more in the future. More barrels per floor, magic power, jousting lance. We can't reroll, so we continue. So we should have... We only have 2 lifesteal. Okay. So we need lifesteal from things other than sickles, for sure. If we're going to get up to 60 lifesteal, yeah. We definitely need more than just the sickles. Also, the sickles don't seem to be doing a ton, like, damage-wise. So gotta be kind of careful with that as well. Do we have iframes? We do. Okay, good to know. Also, all of the money comes to me at the end of each level. That's something. Just grab some generic slots here. Lifesteal. Okay, so we definitely want that. It lowers our damage a little bit, but I don't think we mind too much. Reroll. We do need damage in here. Life-stealing Crimson Rapier. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can probably fit it in. Yep. So currently we're at plus 3% lifesteal, but because we only have 6% chance to restore 1 health. So it scales the same way Brotato did. Okay. Experience gain. That's pretty nice. These guys also have good crit chance. Why does it say 5? Oh, so I need 5 of them to get that thing. This one was already sharp, so it doesn't need it. These are also already sharp, so it doesn't need it. Is this sharp? It is not. So this is still benefiting me. There's no reason to sell it yet. But we do want more crit chance. How big is the monocle? It's a 1 tier. Oh, I'll lock it. I didn't realize that I was out of money. How's this rapier? It's so fast that I actually couldn't tell what was happening for a second. Yeah, it's like a long distance pokey. Very nice. Oh, hey. So money, or not money, sorry. Food can drop from barrels. Still want to kill barrels, so it's trying to like trees, I guess. I don't know. It kind of look. Ooh, that was a free level up. Very much like trees then. Whenever I watch other people play this, I think maybe just because of their builds or something, it looks really easy, but it doesn't feel like really easy. It's a little easy, but not like really easy is, I guess what I'm trying to say. We're going to go ahead and buy this monocle. Don't really want that. Ooh, there we go, ritual doll. We're up to 13. Another mirror. Don't really mind the negative damage at this point because I'm not really struggling. And the nice thing about this game is that unlike Brotato, where like whenever you buy an upgrade, it just sticks around forever, you could kind of just throw them away if you end up changing your mind. What does it mean whenever it says Q and E to switch? Oh, I see why it's doing that. It's because this game is like they're making sure that there's controls for people who are using like a controller as well. Which I can see in this game, like, I would play this on my Steam Deck for sure. Like, this is definitely a game I'd play on my Steam Deck. So the control functions being nice and smooth, even right at launch here, is really welcome. Because there's a lot of games that I want to play on my Steam Deck that don't handle very well. And these Survivor-likes are actually, like, perfect games for Steam Deck. Because most of the time, you can just leave auto-aim on and then just, you know, enjoy. 2 free level ups, wow. Floor cleared. Job done. If you get that reference, you're old. I'm joking. Only a little old. I want this mirror, but I also want this rapier. I'm not sure if I can have both. I mean, realistically speaking, we don't care about this anymore. So now we have melee power. Yeah, melee attacks deal flat extra damage. Kind of figured that that's what that was going to be. Ruby staff. I wonder if you have the thing that you have in Brotato where you can kind of like set yourself up for things. You can tag yourself for like melee or lifesteal or something like that, and those items will start to show up more often. So far, ooh, plus 2% more lifesteal for each adjacent polearm. Oh, lifestealing plus 15 if not put near any other lifestealing weapon. Lifestealing weapon. So I could get 15% off of this if I seclude this. How much does this cost? 28. Okay, we are going to do something silly. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, so it's not tall enough yet. Put that outside real quick. You're going to go in this top corner. And then I'm going to place these here. I'm not sure if it's possible for me to do this yet. I think it is. I think it is. Oh, it's touching down there. Oh, they're touching. They have lifesteal cooties. Can I move this over? Now he's touching there. I need, like, one more slot to get that extra lifesteal. Yeah, because of the shape of this, with my current loadout, I don't think it is possible yet. But soon. Soon, TM. What's that do? Upgrade one weapon to the next tier. Yeah. Oh, I have to be able to fit it in somewhere. Well, can I just put this out and then grab it? And then upgrade an item. So we're going to want more pole arms for more lifesteal there. Okay, let's move on. I like having a goal. I like having a goal. Ooh, I also like the attack pattern of the scythe. It's very nice. This is probably going to be a relatively strong build as well. My only downside of this might be that might be low on damage, but I don't seem to be so far. Once I start not like killing enough things, then we'll start worrying about damage a bit more. But as it stands, I can kind of just wade into these guys, and I'm kind of fine. Okay, so we need more slots over here so we can get this away. Okay, but that's... It didn't add the plus 15% lifesteal. Does that just not work then? Because it is completely isolated right now, and it's not adding the 15% lifesteal. I wonder if they mean 15% of my lifesteal. Because the rest of these, whenever they say they add 2% lifesteal, it is like 2 of this. I wonder if this one, because it's a bottom modifier, it means 15% of my total lifesteal. No, it can't be, though, because I'm gaining +1 lifestealing just by having it. No, it actually might be, because the lifestealing doesn't go up because they're not touching. Maybe. Huh. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. It obviously doesn't matter whether it's touching there, so it's obviously not doing what it seems to indicate that it should be doing. Let's go ahead and re-roll. What are you? An enchanted blade. I don't care. Potion of healing. Pretty much going to never need you. Let's not get more sickles. Just because they're also just not that good. Another crimson rapier wouldn't go amiss. I can't fit it though. I assume I can't lock things outside of my inventory. Crit chance movement speed. I mean, having more crit chance is not a bad thing. One more reroll. One more reroll. Yeah, sure. We're just going to keep grabbing more mirrors for now. I don't do a ton of damage, but, like, yeah, it's fine. I still one-shot everything, even with all of this negative damage. I want more of these scythes, though. This is really nice. Plus, the scythes will actually scale my lifesteal better than the other weapons do. Apparently I've already killed 500 enemies. Really doesn't feel like it. I wonder if I can change the angle of the camera. I assume I can't. There we go. I like that a lot better. Lets me kind of see more of what's going on. I was kind of surprised that they let me do that, to be honest. It would be nice if I could get some sort of synergy with, like, getting hits. We are going to need more space over there eventually. Crit chance. More swords. Another Crimson Scythe. Very nice. Okay, how do I fit you in? You are going to have to sell something. So it needs to be vaguely this shape. I think we're going to sell one of these. And at this point, if we sell that, you know, honestly, the bandolier is not doing a lot for us. The bandolier is essentially doing, like, I mean, it'll be doing more in a second. But I think that monocle by itself does more than the bandolier for us. Yeah, I hate to do it. I know that the bandolier is probably really good in the long run, but this is better for us immediately. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it and not think about it anymore. Okay. Upgrade another item. Those both do a ton now. We're up to 24 lifesteal. A third of the way there. Third of the way there. Reroll again. Another scythe. Okay, okay, okay. The sickle, honestly, you're not doing enough for me. Do we get rid of a rapier, or do we get... I mean, these sickles, or these scythes, are just kind of better than the rapiers, because the rapiers don't actually scale like the sickles do, the scythes do. So how much did that add? So technically added 5? Oh, it's telling me at the bottom. So this one adds 2, this one adds 4, this one adds 2. Hold on. There is a way to reorganize these so that they're all touching each other, but it might not be possible to do with how the game is handling the fact that I can only put one thing outside of... Yeah, because I'd have to do it like this. But I can't do that, unfortunately. And it's entirely because of how the game is handling what I can move. Like, if I could put multiple things outside of my bag and reorganize that way, I mean, Assassin's Glove's just good. It's not really like us, but like it's just really good. So I'm gonna reroll and get something I want more, aren't I? Oh no, I actually didn't. Surprising. I am taking a lot of extra damage. That's okay though. Is it because I'm a nerd? Is that what that is? You know, I have a monocle on, so they're like, you're a nerd, so you get beat up harder. Also, there's no music on this screen that you spend a lot of time on. We are going to buy another sickle, scythe. But before doing so, we're going to move stuff around. Okay, 31 lifesteal. Halfway there. Oh. Living on a prayer. We'll make it, I swear. So I do actually have kind of like an ideal range here. I'm also only lifestealing whenever I'm missing HP. Something to kind of keep in mind is that if I get some sort of like proc off of lifesteal or something like that, I actually have to take damage. What's that? Invulnerability? Yeah, it is. Flashes when it goes away. Good. If I get some sort of proc that says, like, oh, whenever you take lifesteal damage, X, Y, Z happens, then something to keep in mind is that I actually have to take damage to get the lifesteal. I don't know if the rogue was the best thing for making this lifesteal build, but it's working so far. We're going to get that pattern so that if another scythe comes up, in fact, we can actually put this scythe over. Oh, I did it slightly wrong. Oh, well. Is wrong, move on with our life. Speaking of another scythe. Okay. See if we can get this more efficient so that we can fit another scythe in. We can. Why can't I buy you? Is it because this guy's sitting out there and you don't want me to be able to buy it while something's sitting out there? Sorry, mate. But it will fit. No, it won't. I just realized that I'd actually want it. There we go. It's because of, like, how L pieces work, right? So it's 2, 4, 4, 2. Bringing us up to 36% lifesteal temporarily. Lifesteal glove. Of course there's a lifesteal glove. It is 4% and it's more than a mirror, so go ahead and take it. Reroll again. What's this do? Spear. Range for adjacent weapons. Not going to be possible to set that any out by itself, plus it didn't really work last time. Lowers my lifesteal. I'm going to save this just in case I manage to find a way to fit it in. But I think we're just going to go ahead and go. We need more space. Look at all those sights. Look at all those sights miss. It's kind of funny. Well, those guys have a little bit more HP. Barely matters, though. Interesting question. Do I get... Okay, so I get EXP for picking up the money, not for killing things. That is another good thing to know for future. Which, I guess, in this game doesn't matter as much, because unlike Brotato, we get everything at the end, instead of it being like we have to actually collect things. Things are starting to have more HP, though, so we might want to get more damage. What's that? Move speed and lifesteal, but it's a 3-er. And it's only 3% lifesteal. How do we add... I didn't do that right. I was trying to think about how to add in such a way to get the black wings, because that would get us up to 40%, but I didn't do it right. We're going to switch this around a little bit to be like this. And I have a reason for this, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. And that is to mean that I don't actually have a good reason for this. I do actually have a good reason for this. I wasn't sure if it was going to work, so I didn't want to say anything. I was just like, I think this creates more space, but I don't actually know if it creates more space, and they're all still touching, technically, so... I actually brought my lifesteal up by 1, technically. Let's reroll. Move speed, enemy amount. I'm sure we haven't seen everything. Tier 2 items are starting to drop. That's nice. We need like a lifesteal every so many enemies killed thing. What's recovery? Oh, it's okay. That's HP regeneration. I mean, we can get some temporary lifesteal from this, but we're also going to lose some damage. And we don't really need the 3% lifesteal. We would just end up selling it. How much do these sell for? 10. So we're only going to get a third of our cost back. There's no reason to buy it. A tier 2 Crimson Rapier. Doesn't actually add any life stealing at this point, though, because, well, it still says we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it says we have 5 life stealing. We're still only at that plus 4. Oh, it keeps going up. Oh. Interesting. So this would add 1%. And I would lose 3%. Not worth it. We did learn something, though. Yeah, I'm going to take that because we need the damage to make up for all the mirrors that we're taking. And we don't really care too much about the resource gain. We have been burning all of our resources on freaking rerolls anyways. Oh, that felt good. I like the scythes. Ooh, hey, we have an elite. This is a good test for seeing how much damage we actually do. Also, I like her design. Little succubus. With a dash attack. Huh. Looks like we're having trouble killing the elite, but we do have 30 seconds left on the floor. So we might still be able to get her. Oh, there we go. Never mind. So we're still doing fine on damage, despite all of the negative damages we've taken. This is still Calamity 1, and I kind of knew what I was getting into with Calamity 1 being kind of just like, this is going to be us learning the game and not necessarily the game kicking our butt while we're learning. There are 2 schools of thought whenever it comes to difficulty. Well, there's a lot of schools of thought when it comes to difficulty, but in this particular case, and whenever you're making a hard game, there's 2 schools of thought. There's hard right away, right? In order to get an idea of what it's going to be like from the get-go. And then there's the school of thought of, I don't want to slot there. There's a school of thought of, well, it's not going to be hard right away. We're going to slowly introduce the hardness to you so that we can, you know, get people interested before it's too hard. And this game definitely seems to apply to the second school of thought, where it's easy at the beginning, but it seems like it's going to get harder as time goes on. This would technically add 1% lifesteal, but that doesn't really get us that close to 60. Ooh, that does get us much closer. And we'll eventually probably just get rid of the small guys for those if we find more of them. How much was this? 3%? And it's only -1 luck? Technically, that's just better. Because we also gain... We essentially gained 2% damage for that. There really should be music on this screen. You're going to spend so much time there. Just like a do-do-do-do-do. Like elevator music or something. Maybe shame you into spending less time in the shop. I think the shop fiddliness is well done enough that it doesn't bother me. And I think partially because I enjoy Tetris. The only thing I would want is... And maybe this would make it almost too fiddly, is the ability to take things out completely and kind of like start over, having like a secondary inventory. And if they put that on their meta progression, that'd be perfectly fine. Just to have the meta progression of, this is a mechanic that you have unlocked. Wonder how many floors I have. I imagine it's probably 20. I've watched people play this, but I haven't actually watched anyone finish a run yet. Don't really want any of these things. Whetstone adds power. Resource gain. This was crit chance. Throwing Diters. Skull Raven. And what did I say? It does actually say Skull Raven. I thought I dyslexiaed to that one. I heard myself out loud. I'm like, can't possibly say Skull Raven. No one would name it Skull Raven. Looks at the item again. It's named Skull Raven. Flaming Mace. That's going to be a build for the future. Aha. Tier 3 Cube. Lifesteal and Recovery, but minus Vitality. So that would be a 2% upgrade if we replace this guy. And we also gain damage. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. And get a cube. Oh, it was a 1 item. Dang, I didn't have to sell the other thing. Oh, well. Everything worked out in the end. Can I have it, please? There we go. Still doesn't have the plus 15 from being not placed near the weapons, which, I mean, technically it's touching this guy right here, but it's not like it would have worked anyways. If I were to get this, it would only be plus 2 at this point. What I need to do is I need to get slots along the top here, so I can put one of these along the top and have it touch like 4 of the scythes or 5 of the scythes, and then it would be super strong. Okay, let's keep the money that we have remaining and see about getting slots along the top. Because that would actually probably add, like, I'm going to go ahead and guess that it would add around 10% lifesteal with our current build. The real goal is to break the barrels, not to necessarily loot the barrels. I'm just going to loot them, though, for something to do. I haven't really felt the need for my dodge yet, but with the projectiles and everything going on, I can feel future potential needs for my dodge, if that makes any sense. Like, this might go the way of Soulstone survivors instead of going the way of Brotato or Halls of Torment, where instead of it being necessarily dealing with a whole bunch of, like, massive hordes, it's going to be hordes that attack you. Another tier 3. What's this bell? Nope. Another lifesteal doll. Might as well grab it in the temporary, right? Really close now. Really close. We just need to get enough slots. We'll definitely make it before floor 20, which I assume is the natural end of this, because there's so much Brotato DNA baked into this game. Which, like, if you're gonna copy a game, copy Brotato. It's a fantastic game. It really is. Big spider. I will say, I mean, this is my first time playing this game. I have played it for, like, I don't know, 38 minutes now. It does seem like because of the shop things, I might have to edit this video and make it a little bit shorter through decision making and stuff like that. Maybe cut out some shop sequences to keep it within a short amount of time. But I'll probably leave this first video to be full length, just to show what the process is. Future videos I might edit to be shorter, partially because I want to, and partially because it is good practice. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I need a slot there. And I'm going to move this out. And buy... Did I do it the wrong way? I did it the wrong way. I need it over here because it's an L piece. And That's frustrating. Okay, whatever. For now, I will fill this with weird fetish dolls. Hey, unlocked parasitic. I mean, might as well keep going though, right? See how high we can get it. Does mean we can kind of just win at this point, right? not worry so much about what we're doing. Sure. I do want to manage to get that scythe on the top, though. Just because I got so close to doing it. Probably want to get, like, damage and, I don't know, defense or vitality or something at this point. I wonder if there's a lifesteal cap. Like, can I get up to 100%? Should probably actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Considering it's 1 HP per hit, attack speed. If I want to actually make this build good now, instead of just an unlock, I want attack speed at this point. I apparently healed 100 HP on one floor. Just found another Steam achievement / unlock. Weaponized achievement. That's the word. So the late great splatter cat. I don't know why I said late. He's still alive, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm aware. This one. I need that slot. And then I'm just gonna, I think, just add slots at this point. Where can I put things? I wish I didn't do that. That didn't really help me. No, it did help me. Okay. Move that out. And I'm at 54, and that puts me up to 67. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, don't even need that at this point. I need attack speed. What gives attack speed? That's armor. Ooh. That gives attack speed. That's a 2-piece. I don't really need all this extra lifesteal at this point. We have plenty of it. We're just going to go for stats now. When consumed, randomly increases 1 random stat among damage, attack speed, move speed by 5. I mean, that's fine. I want all of those stats. Someone's an elite as well. Increase my damage by 5. Very good with that. Move speed and luck. Ooh, what's this? This is a new... Adjacent weapons have plus 15% to trigger lifesteal on kill. If I put it right there... How long is it? It's 3 long. I could do... No, I don't want to do it there. I want to do it here. And it'll trigger these 2 guys. Actually, ideally, I wanted it here. That's unfortunate. I don't think I can move it at this point. There is no point in re-rolling. I have a full shot. Oh, it's actually a little dagger at my side, too. Nice. So, I have a 64% lifesteal chance, but then that also triggers more often, I think, is how I understood it. I'm kind of triggering lifesteal in every single hit at this point. It would be embarrassing to die. Well, we got one of the elites dead. I think there might have been another elite here somewhere. Get some HP back. I like that they shoot at me, though. I really do. Being shot at is a little bit harder to deal with than just swarms. They leap at you too, so they all have different attacks and stuff. There was some thought put into this. I really appreciate that. This isn't just ye old survivor, ye old another survivor, where every enemy just runs at you. No, they do stuff. I appreciate when they do stuff. Attack speed and crit chance. Yes. Is that a 1-off? It's a 2-off. Can I move something somewhere? I mean, this is just better, right? So basically, these two weapons have a 72% chance to trigger Lifesteal. So we're going to put this here, and then we're going to buy this. And we might just sell you. I only have a 10% crit chance. The crit chance isn't super valuable to my build. Armor would actually be nice to have. I don't think there's a way I can reorganize to fit you back in. I think that's actually impossible. I have the slots, but like we'd have to play the block puzzle game to get that working. I mean, yes. We are actually going to do this though. We want that one to have increased lifesteal chance. So that has 67% lifesteal chance. On kill. Sorry. I failed to there's probably someone out there shouting at me. I failed to read that like multiple times. I am dyslexic. I'm just going to call that out again. It's going to be my excuse for today. For every day. Ooh, more attack speed. Can't fit it though. I have just so much money that I just feel like I have to reroll the shop to get something else into my build here. I don't really want to go too low on... It's not a dagger, is it? How do I know what an adjacent dagger is? Probably has the word dagger in the name. Duh. I mean, we just keep rolling here. +2 armor. Those gloves are really nice. We'll save those. We'll just buy that for now, just for next wave, I guess. What are you? Brotato? Melee power? I'd be okay with that. We'll lock those 2 items and move on. Apparently, we have reached floor 16. I got an achievement for that. One of my weapons is hitting really hard. 74. I don't really know which weapon. I wouldn't mind the DPS charts of Brotato. That'd be nice. There's a thing in Brotato that tells me how much each weapon did during the last confrontation, during the last floor. And it really helps you put in perspective some stuff that is hard to figure out in the moment. Because like Brotato, this game has just so many weapons swinging at once that it's hard to tell what necessarily did what. Apparently I've also destroyed 60 barrels. This game likes the number that comes after 5 and before 7, which I have a hard time saying. They did it in the number of floors for an achievement, and that by a multiple 10 as a achievement of barrels. A little unfortunate for my mouth and my brain, but it is what it is. Okay, so we want to fit in a twofer. Kind of want to add slots specifically along there. Put that there. And put that there. Do have 2 open slots, so let's reroll 3 times specifically. We have not found anything rerolling 3 times. I'm gonna just move on. I've already spent way too much time in the shop, and there's probably more we could do, but it's kind of obvious that the run doesn't need it. If I was getting really challenged here, I would say that's something else that would synergize really well with this build. I guess I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Would be, so we would want attack speed, obviously, because we don't really care as much about our damage as much as we care about triggering lifesteal as often as possible. We want more attack speed. Probably more than we'd want more lifesteal at this point, because we're lifestealing enough. Anything above 50% is kind of just good enough. And we would want more HP, so that we have a larger chunk of HP that we can use. Don't really need defense or anything like that. Recovery is not really useful. We're going to sell this one. Buy this one. That is something we can find in the shop. That's a good point. We could find better scythes. I don't want to spend forever in the shop. It's like really not necessary, because that's pretty good. It really is pretty good. I'll buy another one. Wait, before I buy it, is there a better place for it? Yes. This is a better place for it. Apparently it's exquisite, which increases resource gain. So the sharps don't actually have to be near each other. When consumed, permanently increases a stat. Sure. Which one is this? Damage, attack speed, move speed. Sure. And did move speed. What is that? Brave Spirit. Deal damage to all surrounding enemies equal to move speed when dodge. So it's, what is that thing in Brotato called? Riposte. It's riposte. Yeah, we'll take that. We're technically taking less HP, but we've been getting more HP, I assume, based on leveling? Sure. Assassin's Club would just be better than some of the stuff we have. I know we just bought that whetstone, but wait. Oh, they crit. They synergize with each other with gloves. Huh. I actually didn't notice that. Cool. We have 21% crit chance by accident. Okay. Let's go. It's floor 18. Who knows? Maybe the last couple floors will be pretty hard or something like that. I'm still one-shotting, though. I will say, and we'll call it now, if this game gets hard, I am going to love this game. At the current level of difficulty, it's like the game's not hard enough to warrant the amount of thought it takes to go into making a build. We killed 3 elites, so we unlocked something. But if it does get hard enough that we're losing and we have to think really hard about our builds, then the build potentials are, you know, on Brotato levels of, like, there's some really interesting stuff going on here. And I want to see, you know, like, Brotato eventually got hard enough that I actually never played on the highest difficulty because I was playing it casually, no one was watching me, so there was no one to impress, there was no one to show off to. And the hardest difficulty was hard enough that I would consistently lose. And I was trying to get achievements, so I stopped playing on the hardest difficulty. I'd like the game to get hard enough to do something like that to me. You know, make me want to play. Make me want to not play on a difficulty because of how hard it is. In my opinion, that would actually be kind of a cool thing for the game to do to me. Can I stack these in some way? There is a weird kind of, like, if you imagine like this, there's this weird kind of triangular shape we can make with these. That would be like this Cthulhian hand symbol where they would all be touching each other and I would get a whole bunch of crit chance. But without the ability to... I mean, I can do this. Yeah, they're all touching each other now. It's kind of harder to do. And again, it wasn't really worth it because the game's not hard enough yet. The game's not hard enough yet. I assume it's going to get more difficult. What do these do? Dodge and crit chance for a little bit of lifesteal. I'm actually fine with that. Okay, floor 19. We're not going to reroll after this. We're done. We're going to just win and see what we got. Plus, the video is kind of really getting long. I don't know how long the video is going to be because I might edit it, despite what I said earlier, but it has been 54 minutes of recording at this point. So, recording-wise, this game is a little on the heavy side on me. Most of the Survivor likes that I play last about 30 minutes, and because there's only a little bit of downtime whenever it comes to making decisions, they actually end up being about 34 minutes. Apparently got another achievement. So yeah, we're not even gonna shop at this last shop. We're good enough. We're just gonna go. No replacements for anything we actively have on the board. So we'll grab this and move on. Potentially the last floor. Lasts for 1:30. It's like some sort of boss. We probably will kill the boss. I assume there's a Brotato thing going on here where, like, if I last 1:30, I don't have to kill the boss. Ow. Boss kind of hits hard. Between Lifesteal and Floor Chicken. Oh, that's an attack. I kind of dove in to see if I can get in between the attack, and then it turned into homing missiles. Apparently I have done a ton of damage. I just got another achievement for doing a ton of damage. I was looking at my achievements and almost died. See, this level of difficulty. If this was like floor 10 difficulty, I would be really excited. And it immediately ended when the boss ended. That's actually changed. That wasn't the case in the demo, so they changed that based on what people said, which is a very good change. So, yeah. This is my final loadouts. It doesn't tell me how much damage my weapons did, but it does tell me that I did a crap ton of damage. Takes me to start screen. Interesting. So what did we unlock? We unlocked the aristocrats. They can't equip ranged weapons, and they have... Oh. Ooh. Increase lifesteal with lifestealing weapons. +1 damage for every... Health point over heal. Ooh. Keep 25% of overheal points for each floor. So I basically have a new... Adjacent weapons gain +1 damage for each 2% lifesteal. Ooh. Well, this is going to be the character that we play next, but... What's this? Yeah. I'm a fan of the vampire. Okay. I want to see what else we unlocked real quick. So we got kill 3 elites. Gave me the wizard. 2,500 enemies. Gave me weapon master 1. Win a run with difficulty 1. Got me eldritch knights. And whatever these are. Heal 100 HP. Got me soul drinker. Life leech gave me the aristocrat. Defeat the first boss. Gave me barbarian. Wow, we got a lot of stuff. I'm not going to read through all this because this video is officially an hour long and I'm hungry. What are you? Yeah. Additional temporary... Well, that's a meta progression I'm going to buy. That's meta progression. We'll wait and see if we need this. Can it... Okay, so I have 33 of these and 7 of those. But I don't see anything on this list that require those. Maybe... I know that there's another room here. I saw someone else walk into it. Armory. So these are new weapons that I can buy? So these will show up in future runs, right? And they also have unlock conditions. Yeah, I've never seen any of these show up, so I think these are things that I'm unlocking. I'm definitely going to spend my points on unlocking these, and not on getting bend progression. Have anything else I can buy? No. Does it, like, show me everything I've acquired? Not really. Be cool if these shelves filled with everything that I've acquired. Well, I would say so far my initial impressions are good. Especially if the higher difficulties, the higher calamity levels are harder, I am going to enjoy myself. The base concept here is quite good. It is a little time consuming. Like I said, I spent an hour recording this. I don't know how long the video is actually going to end up being. I'm editing a lot of things today, this weekend, just because I've been enjoying it. So there's a good chance that I don't edit this. But yeah, if you've enjoyed watching, then feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It gives me happy little feelings whenever someone does that. So it keeps me going, it keeps me doing this. And also YouTube cares, I guess. And hope you have a good day. Goodbye.